Just want to let you lot know that if you're watching this clip on the Fozcast YouTube channel, the full episode is now available to watch exclusively on Spotify, and it's free. Come on. I've got a date for you, Jay Rodriguez, that I think you might know what I'm talking about. The 15th of November 2013. Do you know what this is?
You should know what this is.
England.
Yes, your England debut.
2013, geez.
2013,
I'm the worst fox.
Over 10 years ago. Yeah, see, he's right, mate. James Trafford knows what he's talking about. The old fox.
Wise
fox. Not the old fox.
Wise fox.
So you made your England debut. We're going to talk about the actual game and the debut itself first, but I want to talk about that whole sort of selection procedure when you knew you were getting called into that first team. How did the call come? Where did it come from? How proud of it were you, your family, all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, it was obviously just turn up for training, walking past the office.
You were at Southampton at this time, yeah?
You always walk past the manager's office, and then you get a knock on the window through the blinds, and you don't. Sometimes you don't want that because you're getting hooked.
Coming here, yeah.
So I go in, and then they kind of like.
Who tells you, Jay?
It were Maurizio and the owner, and Nicola Cortese as well, yeah.
Yeah.
So they were like pleased to say. Well, they kind of brought me in, and everyone looked a little bit down. Jesus, Miggy, Tony, they're unbelievable people. I love them to bits. And I'm thinking, I've done something wrong here. What's happened? And then they go, yeah, you're in England. And I was like, what? And then I said like, F off. I was like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, no way, there's not a chance. They're winding me up. And then they're like, yeah, big hugs and that. And then they're like, right, go to training. And that was it. And then obviously you send a few texts, go to training, and then you're just on the cloud nine. You're thinking, what the hell? And then obviously when it happens, it's surreal. Like people that you've looked up to, and like you're warming up, and I always remember it sticks in my head, just warming up and throwing, doing the volley, going to get the next one. I'm throwing a ball to Lampard, and he's giving it back in Gerrard. I'm thinking, this is not normal. A lad from Burnley's doing this. I think I won a ticket or something. It's mad.
And the other strikers in that team at that time, so Wayne Rooney, Jermaine Defoe.
Yeah.
When you get to see them up close and personal, what was the standard like?
That's when you realise that it's a different level to what you've experienced.
Really?
It's the training's different level. I mean, Jermaine Defoe's finishing is like the best I've seen.
Scary,
just to see it and how he hits it,
instant,
and how hungry he is for goals, and just in training. And I learned so much in that week. And then with Rooney, I just think he's just a different level of player.
What was it about Rooney?
It's just the way he hits the ball, and the way he plays. We had a small-sided game, and he was so aggressive to win the game. And I remember Gary Neville was, the referee almost, and he were hammering him because he didn't give him a decision. And I'm thinking this guy's like the top of his game, probably could relax, but he wants more and more. And I just really looked up to him then, to see him, and learned so much in that week. And
did Roy Hodgson was the manager at the time, did he pull you before the game, in the days leading up to the game, and tell you that you're going to be starting?
Yeah, so he pulled me in, adds Lallana in. Him and Gary Neville said, you're going to be starting tomorrow. And I think Gary Neville said something like, you don't shit yourself, like, have a good sleep.
There's so many people in these little comments that Gary Neville, you love it.
And to be fair, I did shit myself. I was sat there. I was like, I couldn't believe it. I remember speaking obviously to my wife and my parents and that, and we just a surreal moment. We played Chile, so obviously they were an unbelievable team, and we got battered. And I remember coming off the pitch like really disappointed that I felt miles off it.
Yeah,
felt really miles off it.
Why? Because
they were so good, and it was, you always doubt yourself. You always doubt yourself, don't you? You always want to try and improve and establish yourself. And I just obviously getting beat 2-0, and I don't think I got a shot off and stuff. And I'm really debating your head like I'm miles off it, but luckily I got called up again, so it was nice.
What was the most nervous part of that whole kind of in the lead up to the game? Was it the actual game? Was it in the tunnel? Was it the night before?
I think probably the night when you're playing, everything goes in.
Yeah.
You just look at it and you're playing just a game of football. I think that's always the case with myself. I think it's more the night before. Then obviously singing the national anthem.
Yeah.
Don't get the words wrong. Even though you know the words, it's like don't mess up.
Were you quiet, or were you a belt it out?
I was quiet, but I think obviously as you get older, you'd be belting it out.
Sure,
Singing loud and proud. But it's things like they're the ones that know. But as soon as the whistle goes, it's like, right, I'm on it then.
What is the nerves? Where do they come from though? What is the worry? Is it the worry of kind of you know you're gonna have the nation's eyes on you? You know you're gonna have all your family's eyes on you. You're gonna have a lot of people watching. Is it the worry of kind of not performing? Basically, is that what automatically takes over your head? That's
the one thing. Yeah, it's like not embarrass yourself, not perform. I never feel it from my family or friends. They always support you no matter what. They'll tell you if you've played shit or played well.
Yeah.
But I think when it's in England, it's a totally different. You feel the pressure from the press. It's just a massive occasion, and it was mainly that to not do myself justice.
That was, in fairness, that was a tough time to be an England player, wasn't it? You know, remember back in that time where Roy Hodgson was manager, it was very different to what it is nowadays with Gareth Southgate, isn't it? That was the time when you felt like the media were out to get you. Yeah, it was horrible, wasn't it?
Yeah, like I said, the players that we had there was just incredible, the talent. But yeah, it was difficult. But like I said, Chile was unbelievable. And the lad who plays is now Lawrence Vigouroux. He was on the bench actually.
Was he?
Yeah, he's a ledge guy as well.
The goalie that actually played for Chile at that time was Claudio Bravo.
Yeah.
So I remember the game. I remember it really well actually. We got beat 2-0. Alexis Sanchez scored, I think, in the 7th minute, and then in the 80 or 90th minute or something like that. Anyway, but their style of play, Chile, was incredible, very technical, very sort of pass and move, very Pep-esque really.
Yeah.
But Claudio Bravo, I remember he was popping the ball around from the back. He was cutting out the press from England. It was phenomenal to watch. So much so that actual individual performance is what earned him the move to Man City.
Yeah, it was incredible. Like to go and press them, and then they were just getting out of a tight situation, but then working so hard without the ball. They were ruthless without the ball. They didn't give you a minute.
Aggressive as well, Chileans.
They kicked you off the park. Obviously, you love it now. You love to see it, but not when you're playing. You just give me a break. It's like
that's a baptism of fire. They'll fire that for you. Just say that again.
When you talk about England getting called up with England, you even said when you were there in your earlier days, Ben, that it was a bit cliquey. So was it nice to go with a couple of teammates? Obviously, Ricky Lambert and Adam Lallana and yourself all got called up at the same time, right?
Yeah, Luke Shaw as well.
Of course, yeah.
So obviously we just stuck together like we walked in with his tracksuits on as well, like proper little busy things. Like.
What were your Southampton tracksuits on? Oh, you're horrible.
I know, we didn't know what to do.
So you'd have played the game on a Saturday or Sunday then for Southampton, and then just reported straight to the England setup from there.
Got picked up on Sunday straight there. Yeah,
in your Southampton tracksuits.
Yeah, I think we learned a little bit since.
That Southampton team. Sorry, you just mentioned a few of the names there though, but do you remember how many of them played? That was some Southampton team, by the way. Mauricio Pochettino. Yeah. I want to talk about him in a minute as well. But that Southampton team, you had some players. It was that era of Southampton players that they were just milking Liverpool for money every transfer window. Can we have another 50 million quid? There's another one. Can we have another 50 million quid, please?
It was, yeah. I mean, obviously when Pochettino came in, and then the way we played, high press, attacking football, I think we took it a little bit by storm. I think we had a really good team, like great group of lads. Like I said, I love Maurizio and Jesus, Miggy and Tony. They're really top people, great people. And yeah, what they did for my career and what I learnt in that time it stuck with me forever. Yeah.
Thanks everybody for watching. We hope you enjoyed this clip of the Fozcast. If you would like to watch the full episode, it is now available exclusively on Spotify for free.